Well, would you look at that? A new member to the party, and she's got quite the charm. Though I shouldn't speak too optimistically, considering what she's done so far.
Wait, no! I didn't want to hurt anyone. I'm only doing what my master told me.
Oh, and who is this mysterious master you speak of?
Well, I can't. I mean, I shouldn't.
Oh, that's quite all right, dear. Don't you know? I wasn't really asking. Our listeners will know soon enough.
Oh no.
So everybody wakes up at their own special time the next morning. My assumption as goes is Kennam, JM, who starts to make breakfast, Svein, Lannon,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually don't know about our two new kids. Yash probably wakes up at the crack of noon, so this will be interesting.
Where's Miguel?
Kat is probably still sleeping because she's kind of a nocturnal kind of girl.
Actually, to be fair, you're all probably waking up semi-crack of noon given the shit you
Yeah,
did yesterday.
that's all right. We had to get some extra sleep to get those spells
Kennam,
Extra
back.
sleep.
Kennam went back to bed early, so
He sure
he's waking up fine.
Well, we'll just go through the list on who usually wakes up early. Kennam, we'll start with you, because I'm sure you did it first. What are you doing this fabulous morning?
Well, I got rid of my spell slot for a reason. I'm summoning JM.
Yay! He does the fucking, cartwheel across the countertop. It's like, yeah.
Side note, I don't know if we talked about this in the, in recording, but more or less, I've just taken off one max spell slot so I can keep JM out all the time. So I can just keep, it's pretty much just dedicated to summoning JM in the morning.
Okay, cool.
No, you know what? And I'm fine with this. This is an equal trade. So JM looks up to you and is like, "Good morning, Mr. Tuskobble. You guys were out late last night. And a lot last night. What were you doing?"
Well, lots of things. Running errands,
Cool.
ready for breakfast?
Killing things, the family business.
Yes. Not to the killing business familyness, but ready for breakfast. Just got a question, no, Mr. Tuskobble. No, Christian.
And what's that?
Where's there a horned lady sleeping with Yash? And indeed, if you look over into the library, you see the white-haired, horned elf lady just kind of Actually, what do you look like, May? How are you sleeping with Yash? Don't take that out of context.
Cuddled and close.
Perfect.
She's very much a cuddler. So she's probably she's just super curled up.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
Still in semi-cat positioning, but a whole person, and she's just passed out.
Just completely passed out. It's like, yeah, who's that? Is that friend?
Not entirely sure yet.
Still trying to
I
figure
know.
that one out.
You're not awake yet, Svein. Go back to bed.
I know.
Go back to bed.
Or actually, no. Svein just says that and everyone's like, ah, Jesus!
Yeah. Snuck
He's
up.
suddenly there.
Except for
Hey,
Lannon,
Svein.
because alert feed.
Alert feed.
Oh.
It's fine.
What's for
Hey.
breakfast?
Not sure yet. Gonna figure that out in a second, but first things first, I want to do this. I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation, and one of the things that Prestidigitation can do is make a harmless sensory effect. So I just want to make I want to make as loud of a pop that Prestidigitation can near the cat lady,
Oh my god!
Oh.
waking her up.
He's just gonna be a dick
Can
about
I
it.
roll
Excellent.
for how?
No.
Aww.
No,
Damn
I
it.
get it. You definitely can roll.
I want to stay. I want her to be basically close to dead. Sleep.
I guess do me a will.
Because I
wisdom
can't
will?
save.
Actually, yeah, do me a con save. That's an excellent idea.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, that 19 came back.
Hey!
21. She's asleep.
So, I imagine, you know how you, blow air into a balloon and just, pop it?
Yes.
Yep.
I just imagine that happens and Jam's like,
cat, you screamed that so loud it came through in my recording.
I'm proud of that feat. But the Catwoman stays asleep. I actually should roll for my boy. Oh shit. Well, Yash like jerks away. He's like, and like he sits up so fast that the cat lady just kind of. We shouldn't call you the cat lady. You have a name. She sits up so fast. May just kind of like hits the floor.
She's still
Her
asleep.
head lands on her pillow hair.
Yep, basically.
And Jam is like, wow, she sleeps like a rock.
Yep.
Well, we can rule out the idea that she's an assassin.
Yeah, well, if
Or
she
at
is
least
an
a
assassin,
good assassin.
yeah, she's not a very good one.
Everyone looks to the kitchen. Lannon's sitting there. Jesus! Stop it, guys! Come on!
Who wants breakfast?
Lannon raises his
Yash
hand.
is like,
I will
I
take
could-
some.
I could totally go for some nosh right now.
Yosh nosh.
Nosh, nosh. All right, so
Jam,
Kennam,
give me the color of the day.
What are
Oh
we
lord,
cooking?
how are we
What's...
gonna explain this to Minali?
Don't.
She
What's
is right
cooking in
outside
the
the
kitchen?
cart.
Shut up.
Explain
What's
what?
cooking in the... God damn it, let me do my catchphrase. Or the name of the show.
Go on.
What's cooking in Kennam's corner? Yay!
I don't know. Jam, what's the color of the day?
Purple. Let's go make it purple. That's pretty color. It's like red, and you put blue together, and you just go and it makes purple.
Sounds about right.
That's how it happens.
This is how
That's
colors work.
exactly what happened.
What's purple? Grapes are purple.
Plums?
Eggplants are purple.
Plums?
Plums are purple.
I really want plums. I
They're
don't know
good,
why.
Jam. But you know what else is purple?
What?
I'm gonna hold up an apple, press digitation to turn it purple. Anything we want.
She has like, I wish we had face cams because then I could make the face because she's just like,
Just draw the face. I'll put it.
Tell
Just
Lexa,
draw
and then
it.
Lexa
Say,
will draw.
if I know what she looks like.
we'll have to do that later. Okay. So she's gonna say, we should make and like now like the endless possibilities have just been presented to her and she's like almost short circuiting like
What the fuck's a circuit?
How about we just, how about we make some pancakes today?
Purple
Okay.
pancakes.
purple pancakes. Make it purple pancakes. Make it bacon purple we should make bacon too.
Oh,
And
I
we
have a
should
whipped
make-
cream that would go great on this.
I know you do. Okay, so Kennam and Jam start making Das breakfast. I'm gonna roll for Jam, see how good she helps. Oh no!
Oh!
Oh. Not good.
How good is it?
Kennam,
Yeah.
what'd you put Jam in charge of?
Usually it's just gathering the ingredients so then we can get the stuff. If she knows what we're using, then usually it's best to work at a base level.
Okay, so like you send Jam into the cupboard and the every other place that holds food, and you guys watch her, and you know she's like, she comes out, she pulls out some grapes. Good job, Jam. She comes out, she pulls out some purple looking fish. Great, good Jam. And she goes back into the closet, and you don't see her for a good like 5 minutes.
Lannon, could you go check up on that?
Oh no. Sure. I opened the cupboard. I say defeatedly.
He already knows. So you're not exactly sure how it happened.
Oh god.
It's a great way
to start
a sentence.
It is. Somehow, you find. Actually, can you roll me perception real quick, or investigation?
Oh, wait, which one is it? There's one I'm good at, one I'm
Investigation.
not. Okay. It's a 14.
Okay, yeah. You're kind of like sifting around because you don't see Jam at first, and you're kind
Please
of like
tell
trying
me
to find
she's
the purple
tied
things.
in bacon strips.
I'm gonna one-up you there. You're like sifting through some of your preserves that you collect along the way. You know, like some of the orcs in
Oh my gosh, she's stuck in
Azul
the grape jam.
gave you some delicious things like peach preserve and strawberry preserve and doll head preserve. Wait a minute! Somehow or another, Jam got herself into the grape jam, and the lid screwed itself back on top. And she's just kind of floating there. And she looks at you, and she's like,
I'm going to hold a finger up, turn to Kennam, and say, "You mind coming here for a second?"
Well, I guess I haven't started anything yet, so, sure.
I hold up the jar.
Just, like, brief second of just absolute dumbfounded. Hands go to his face for a second just to rub it, like, okay.
I want it known that because Lannon kind of took it out for everyone to see, Svein sees it, and Yash sees it, and Yash is like, dude, Jam, you didn't tell me you were a wizard too! How'd you do that? And Jam's like, oh,
Oh, she's so cute.
Lannon undoes the cap, sets it on the table.
okay.
Or the island, or whatever the hell.
I'm gonna put like a napkin underneath everything, so so we don't have to wipe the table down.
So Jam did better on swimming at a jam check.
Yeah.
She
Jam was all
like,
jammed up.
she Bottomdale's dolphin like shoots up out of the jam, does a little flip, lands on the napkin, and like throws her hands up, is like, dismount, and she's just like fucking a jelly monster.
I'm gonna prestidigitation first off the number 10 because that was awesome. Then I'm just gonna clean her up with my prestidigitation.
Damn it, I don't have a
love this
magic
cantrip.
scorecard in this campaign.
Damn it.
This would have been perfect. Ah, well.
It's
Alright.
okay. That was fun. Good job,
Okay.
Jam. You
Svein
see
or
why we
Lannon?
call her Jam now?
She's adorable.
Svein or Lannon,
Fish
could
it.
you go get the materials?
Sure.
This shit's my jam. Sorry.
You're not sorry.
I'm not at all.
Sorry at all.
Yeah, doesn't take a sense motive check to realize that one. Oh wait, it's insight in this game.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
So everyone's kind of prepping, getting ready for stuff, and Yash is like, oh, didn't you guys bring, like, a little dude with you yesterday? Where'd he go?
I think he's still upstairs.
Yes,
still
I
sleeping.
believe so. Did we give him Nob's room?
Yeah.
I'll get
Yeah,
it.
he got a room.
I'll get it.
Cool. Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't want him to
completely-
miss breakfast.
Oh yeah, completely forgot. I feel
Wait.
like I slept for a week.
Svein, before
Yes.
you go, I think I have an idea.
Yes.
And I don't think
an idea
Kennam
for
would
what?
say yes to this.
Okay. What?
I'm just gonna... Okay, wait. Hold on.
Still in the kitchen saying
No,
this?
I'm following him. I'm following him out.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I assume you're having this...
He's literally like across from like, I'm right here. What?
I don't think Kennam would like this. I'm right next to you. Angrily whipping cream.
I assume you guys are talking about this at the entrance.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Lannon pulls out one of the bottles of nightmare fuel.
Dear
Okay,
freaking
what?
God.
I mean, she's still asleep.
Oh my God.
I can't believe. I don't even know what it is. But it sounds really bad.
It is really bad.
Lannon, I don't know about that. I mean, it could be good, but we've not really tested it.
I mean, you're right.
I don't know that this is the best time.
Later.
Think of what Yash would say.
Dude.
Lannon's gonna do his best impression of Yash, like, dude! Oh, why are you doing that?
Yash like pulls in and he's like, dude, is that what I sound like?
Yes!
It is. It was a very good impersonation.
I mean, it sounded slightly Australian. How weird is that?
Wait. Performance check. 16.
yeah.
Alright, that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yes, it was pretty good. Ooh,
Wait,
excuse
does that mean Australian accents, or just, wait, are they just
Harpies?
British dude bros?
Yes.
Dude, bro. Oh my goodness.
The mysteries of the universe unraveled
Yeah,
by
it's
Kennam
a
Toscobble.
it's a prestige class.
To be an Aussie.
Yeah.
Alright, so he
You must
just
take
puts away
5
the
ranks in
member.
British and 2 in dude bro.
But
How that works.
I'm sure we'll get another opportunity to use that. Just maybe not on her.
Later. He walks
Thank
back in the
you,
kitchen.
I say. Not in character, obviously, but...
By the way, you
Oh,
have no idea where he got that nightmare fuel. He's in his pajamas.
He just has it on him, apparently.
At all times. So, Svein, you are making your way to Manuel.
Yes.
Okay. So you open the door to, I guess, what was once Loeb's room
Yep.
to
Yes.
check on the little bean, and you see he is sitting kind of up against the bed. He has a bucket of water sort of nestled in between his legs, and here's where it gets crazy, Svein. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
He's
Uh-oh.
like. He summons a Kraken. Everyone roll initiative. Little bucket Kraken. Oh god. No, he is he's like moving his fingers and his hand around very gently and methodically, and you see that bits of the water, like streams of the water, are following alongside it.
We've got waterbenders, guys. Go for the bloodbenders.
Yeah. Let's tell the Fire Nation.
And he looks up and he sees you, and the water. He had like actually a pretty good pool going, but he sees you and his concentration breaks, and all the water is just like all around the bucket. He's like, ooh, and he kind of slides himself back to his feet, and he goes to try and find a towel somewhere. He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. We're actually about to have breakfast if you'd like some, and yeah, we can clean this up later. But, what was that? Are you a wizard? Sorcerer?
What? No. That's, I was using my, my aura. From my... And he's just like, just from your fucking silence.
One
assume-
eyebrow going up like,
What? Excuse you?
Grabs Manuel by the shoulders with your bearded face, with your black beard and nestled hair. You're a wizard, Manuel.
No, it's a... And he gives you kind of a quizzical look, and he's like, do you not know what aura power is, sir?
No, I have not heard of that. What is that?
He finds a nearby towel and he starts to clean up the mess. But as he does, he says, "Well, I don't really know how to explain it. It's just something dwarves can do." And he looks at you and he looks like he's about to ask you something, and he hesitates. And I want you to roll me some insight to see what he may have wanted to ask you.
Are you sure you're a dwarf?
Nat 20!
Yo, nice.
Yo! Actually, that's funny you say that, Lannon, because that's exactly what he was going to ask.
Svein takes off his fake beard.
Oh, sh-
I'm a gnome.
The
No,
crystals come with it.
but the question, yes, the question he actually was going to ask you is, are you actually a dwarf? But instead, he's just kind of embarrassingly looking down at the floor as he's just kind of mopping up the water mess he made.
You know, Manuel, my family was actually, we grew up separately from most of the other dwarves, so I'm finding that there's actually a lot of things that I don't know about dwarven culture. So I think this just may be something that I haven't been exposed to before. I'll help you clean this up. You explain this to me.
Are you sure, sir? I mean, I'm the one who made the mess.
Oh, that's okay. We're always helping to clean each other's messes up.
I thought you were about to say we're all
Right?
messes.
Yeah. That would have been better.
It would have been pretty funny. You hear Lannon say it in the background, and you're like, damn it. As you bend down to clean up this watery mess, you glance up at Manuel, and you see that he is starting to cry.
Why now?
It's okay, Manuel. It's just water. We'll just dry it up and it'll be just fine.
He's such a good person. I'm a little overwhelmed right now. Like,
We just hear May sleep talking.
I'm just imagining he's just like, it's okay, it's okay, it's fine, and he's just like crying. It's like, I'm sorry. And it's like, no, it's okay.
We accidentally set fire to everything. It's all right. Don't worry about it. It's not the first time.
We've done worse. No. We've done worse.
So Manuel is like, he sniffs and he's like, I don't know why you're being so nice to me. I thought did we get you in trouble back at the caves?
No, we wanted to protect you. Don't worry about it.
Roll me another insight check.
That would be a 16.
Damn, that's a good insight check.
Yeah. Svein knows. He's going with his gut.
He is. You can tell as you are cleaning up this mess and as you're comforting this small dwarven boy that this is really the first time that he has experienced any sort of
Compassion?
Yeah, I guess that's the right word. Like, don't get me wrong, his sister Real is the nicest person around. Like, it's his sister. Of course she has to be kind to him, but in the way of, like, strangers, of adults, he's never had just this level of empathy before. Like, Svein, what you are doing to him is, like, blowing his mind. This is a boy who just has not been treated well his life. And as you finish cleaning up, he, kind of awkwardly looks to your hand for a second, and he says, well, I'm sorry, I'm sure you have a lot of questions, and,
That's okay, we'll get to them in time.
He kind of wipes off his face. He says, well, do you want to go to the kitchen then? I don't really know where it is.
Oh, sure, I'll take you there, but if you ever wonder where the kitchen is and they're making breakfast, you could just follow your nose.
But it really tastes that shows!
Yeah.
That's right.
They just hear something burning. It's like, what is that?
There's a bowl of just all purple Fruit Loops down there.
Yeah. So as you guys make your way out of the room, he is going to at least try to explain in his own special way what ore power is, because you didn't ask him about that.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, so, well, my sister kind of had to explain it to me. It's like a feeling, I suppose, inside of your center. And that feeling kind of goes outwards. And you see him kind of like making like a arm stretching out motion. And he says, I suppose it comes out through these. And he rolls up his sleeve. You can see like a couple dots of the sapphire ore that's like dotted around his skin. He's like, it's something to do with that, but I don't really know anything aside of that. I just know that I have some sort of affinity with with water.
Okay.
It's something that a lot of dwarves are supposed to know, but Real's really the only one who's told me, so I guess she heard it from someone else.
Oh, wow. Well, this is the first time that I've heard of this. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. And again, you kind of see him hesitate. He says, I actually got really excited. It sounds silly, but when I saw you, I thought maybe we could learn a little more about who we are. You see him.
Well, maybe you could teach me.
We could, you mean like teach each other?
Yes, well, I don't really know anything about this sword power, so I don't think I could teach you just yet, but maybe if you teach some to me, then I can learn some more about
Svein.
it, and then we
Svein.
can both learn.
Svein,
Yes.
you are blowing this fucking kid's mind. He, like, his entire face is just like, error does not compute. Child teaching adults. What?
The teacher has become the teacher.
I don't understand. And you see, like, his face is getting super red to the point where he puts his little sea urchin mask, like, over his face. He's so fucking bashful. And you guys make it back to the kitchen where I assume at this point everyone's like, settle down, eating food.
Oh yeah,
Jam's
Lannon's
not
stuffing
covered in
his face.
jam. Excellent.
I hope you left some for us.
Should be plenty.
For now.
Okay. We
Guys,
got to hurry up, Manuel.
Yeah. And Manuel comes into the room, and let's see.
Our warriors sleep well.
Yes, Mr. Lannon. And he kind of looks a little to the left, and he sees this like fucking doll mixing a small bowl of something, and she looks up and she's like, "Oh, ooh, hi there. My name's Jam. You're gonna be my new best friend."
Jam,
How
don't
does
stir
he-
that too fast.
What?
Don't stir that too. Don't. Oh goodness.
And there she goes, fucking rocketing across the kitchen. And she kind of hits, accidentally, flies into Manuel's mask face, and she kind of tugs the mask down, and you all see that Manuel's just got that face of, am I still dreaming? What is going on? And Jim's like, ooh, you got crystals on your face, like Mr. Svein. They're pretty. I want to touch them. And he's like, what, and he stumbles backwards, and then he kind of bumps into Yash, and Yash is like, whoa, careful, little dude. And then he turns around and sees a giant fucking bird woman person, and he's like,
Let's have a seat over here, Manuel.
I'll mage hand Jam back over to me.
Jam, get your booty ass over here.
Come on, we have to keep an eye on the. I'm assuming we're doing the whipped cream at this point, so we have to keep an eye on the whipped cream.
But but the doll and the talking bird, what?
Don't worry. It'll all make sense. Well, it'll make more sense soon.
You'll stop asking questions eventually.
Trust me, once you get to the fire-breathing goats, it'll all be okay.
Aww.
Well, what?
Kevin makes a wonderful support animal. It would have been great for him to be here.
Yes, unfortunately she isn't here right now, but I'm sure you'll get to meet her soon.
Oh lord, what's Ears gonna say?
Manuel is so confused.
I don't know.
You know,
what it meant.
guys, it's been a while. It's been a good while since they've left, and I'm finally realizing maybe sending Kevin was a bad idea. You know, considering we're trying to get our sofa back.
What's a Kevin?
Fire-breathing goat.
What? And Yasha's like, okay, I see you need a second, little dude. So we can totally, like, take a chill, kind of sit in the living room for a minute, and you see, like, fucking Manuel just, like, beams to Svein's side, is just grabbing it for dear life and just, like, shakes his head like, no, thank you, sir, I'm okay.
Oh, right. Yash, when we get the, we really need to fix that whole, out-of-body experience you're having right at some point.
I don't know, dude. I think I make for a pretty good osprey. And he, like, goes to flex, but birds don't flex. So it's, like, a weird...
Most birds don't, but Yash does.
Yash sure does.
Yeah.
He can certainly try.
If he wants to
So-
stay a bird, he can stay a bird. She, he, thing.
It's thing.
Okay, that'll at least need to be sorted out at some point.
Just put it on the list.
So eventually you all kind of settle down to eat food and socialize. Manuel is fucking shaking in his boots because, you know, there's a lot of weird things happening and he just woke up, so... I assume someone's gonna, like, try to explain it to him and calm him down a little bit, kind of get him caught up to speed.
Trust me, kid, we eat
Harry,
weird for breakfast.
Where do you even
And
start?
it sounds exactly like that.
What do you even explain?
Like, even if you just kind of like, okay, so, you know, like, Yash was a this and now he's a bird, and Jam is what we call magic.
And cat lady is still asleep. May.
I mean, he doesn't know about that. They're outside.
What?
Is May outside?
Oh,
May.
that cat lady.
Yeah.
I was thinking of
We'll have to talk. Well, we have that other cat situation we have to work on.
so many cats.
Oh,
It's
really?
like you have an
Yeah.
obsession.
How dare.
Cat.
How dare. I didn't make May. May made herself. So things are kind of starting to settle down. Manuel's kind of like, okay, I guess this is the new normal now. And,
Good, he's learning.
yeah. And it is this opportunity that you guys finally have a chance to, you know, ask some questions, figure out what the fuck is going on with this whole scenario situation.
Except for the fact that Elf Girl
Except
is
for the
still
ca-
asleep.
Except for her, but you know, she'll come with
waking
her own
up.
time.
Let me hold on.
Should
I'm gonna roll for awakenedness. I'm gonna say she's pretty awake right now.
I'm actually gonna say she's not just yet.
Oh, okay.
Just even if it's like I'm gonna pretend I'm asleep thing, because this is actually a really good way to first get Manuel's information out and then have May cut in. So actually, this is pretty good. Okay, so we will start it off. Basically, you boys. Oh, sorry, I'm shifting in my chair. My legs hurt. There we go. So you boys probably have a lot of questions. Yash got a lot of information on who May is, what she's doing here. Manuel knows a lot about probably what's really going on with that Sandstone caravan, where his sister is, why he was running away from Ian, and like a whole cavalcade of what seemed to be,
weird animal dudes.
yeah. So take it away, boys.
Yeah, I guess let's start with the obvious question. So, what's your deal with Ian?
Going to have to be specific on who you're talking to.
Well, I was talking to Manuel, sorry.
Oh, got it. And Manuel looks up from his breakfast and he says, "Oh, well, it's kind of." And you see that he's struggling to try and kind of like piece together what to say. It's almost like he's held this back for so long, and now someone is actually asking him, and he can safely say it without, you know,
Remorse.
consequences. Well, remorse, consequences, death. The
What?
fun stuff. What? And he says, well,
Uh-oh.
Ian sort of came around a couple of weeks ago. He and his caravan, they I thought they were going to help our own, but they just made everything worse.
Oh,
How?
really? Worse how?
And Manuel says, well, I guess really it sort of started with Master Salwin, and he is
As most things do from the sound of things.
Scowly face from Svein.
and he silly face from Spain. He is going to explain to you boys that their caravan, this Salted Pearl caravan, typically comes to the ocean side to sort of praise. I don't want to say praise the ocean because that sounds culty.
Praise the sun!
God damn it, and that. But basically, like, every year they come down to the Astral Puddle to sort of celebrate who they are and where they came from. They put on a play about the three gods. They have a party, and it's all great. But the minute Master Sawin came around, something kind of went cattywampus. And he says, it's weird. I don't really remember when Master Sawin came. I used to think that he was always here, but that just doesn't sound right.
That sounds like some very fishy magic.
As a Yash pops up, he's like, it almost sounds like what happened to my memory, little dude. I don't remember Jack.
Well,
Wait,
we never
wait,
told
hold
you
on.
about
What?
Jack, so He doesn't
Who
exist.
told you about Jack?
Oh my god.
Lannon pulls out a bottle of Jack Daniels.
God damn it.
He found out about it.
The man goes, yes, I don't know what it is, but everyone acts as if he's always been there. And since everyone seems to believe that, all of us little ones, we can't really do anything about it. He makes us do all kinds of awful things. He treats
Really?
us, well, I was never part of this cultural division or this stage building nonsense. Rio and I never were part of that. But he's got all of the kids doing it. I don't even know why. But it's really important to him.
Well, maybe
Fucking
he's
science.
just very full of himself.
Oh, he wants
You
free labor.
I mean, it's probably that other one. And Manuel goes on to explain that as soon as Master Samhain came around, that's when all of the weird animal things started to happen. He says, our people never had a problem with the ocean before, but as soon as I realized that Mr. Samhain came into existence, that's when everyone started to get pulled into the ocean. And all of these weird creatures, like your friend Yash over there. Sorry, no offense. And Yash is like, no, take it, little dude.
I love Yash.
Yosh is something.
Yes, he is.
Oh, you
He-
little so-and-so.
He goes on to explain that Master Samhain has taken a particular interest in his sister Rio. And Svein, you
Ew.
recognize this. What?
You.
No! Stop that! Actually, don't stop that. I guess you don't really know. No, stop. No, stop. Everyone stop. Don't stop thinking about it. God damn it.
It's fine. It's fine.
Basically, he turns to Svein and he's like, do you remember when I was talking about aura power with you? Our auras?
Yes, I remember.
You
said
can what?
Rio taught you.
Oh,
He was.
Hold on. My god, he can bend metal.
actually, yeah, if you want to roll me like a knowledge check, you go ahead. If you want to know,
Oh,
like,
that was a
auras.
3.
You mean intelligence?
Yeah.
Or
I got a 4.
My god, we need to find the others. Make Captain Planet.
And yeah, Manuel kind of giggles. He's like, no. I mean, some of us can do that, but no, aura power is. And all of a sudden, you hear Jam go, aura power is that thingy that the dwarves do. It's all magic, like boom, comes from inside their souls, and it goes out through their gems.
Wait, Jem, you knew about Ordo?
Lannon raises his head
I
and
just
slowly
found out
turns
about
to
this.
Jam.
I think everyone just like slowly turns to Jam dumbfounded.
What?
You're like 4!
Well, I know what you didn't know what aura power was.
Actually,
No.
that raises a question. Jam, do you know how old you are? Questions for
Spain?
later.
But that's the thingy, isn't it? And Manuel nods his head. He's like, yes. But my sister has a special circumstance. She has sort of no colors, I suppose. I don't really know what the gemstone would be called, but it means that she can and you see him kind of hesitate, and he says, well, she didn't really explain it that well to me. I just know that whenever she goes to see Master Samhain and comes out, she's always, and you see him kind of like start to choke up a little bit.
It's okay, Manuel. And Svein pats him on the back. It
Well,
sounds
she's-
very awful.
She's always missing, well, crystals. It's like he pulls them out and uses them for something. And she always comes out and she tries not to cry, but you're like, oh,
Okay.
and everyone turns, and suddenly,
Okay. Thank you, Manuel. Have some extra pancakes. I'm going to quickly just do a quick roll for how well that whipped cream turned out, because I want to know. It's been
And now-
bothering me.
and now everybody's eyes are suddenly on May. May, what are you doing right now?
Crying!
Here you are having a nice sleep. Then you wake
So
up.
you have 3 modes: sleeping, crying, and cat.
Exactly. And Yash kind of stands up. She's like, "Oh no, don't cry, May. It's okay. We're gonna totally fix all this. It's fine."
It's not okay. Is that true? Everything you said was true?
And Manuel kind of wipes his face. He's like, "I wouldn't lie to you, miss.
Oh, it's so many tears.
Why are there so many tears?"
So many people with
That's-
emotions. Oh.
Prestidigitation to clean that up.
That's the title of this episode. We all get in touch with our emotions.
You're gonna need more than just one prestidigitation for this hot mess.
Good thing it's a
But
cantrip.
as that saying that, Yash's eyes widen. He's like, "Oh, that's right. Oh, May. Oh,
I'm so sorry.
Alright, I'm confused. What?
Okay, guys, I think it's my turn to kind of give a little 411. May, it's okay. It's all right." And now it's Yash's turn to explain the situation.
Oh lord. So
So
many
dudes.
dudes and bros.
No, okay, so Yash basically explains that May is an accomplice with Samhain, I guess? I know that sounds like totally bad dudes, but like, I guess someone just kind of picked her up one day and said that he'd, show her the world, or something like that.
I can show you the world.
Oh, that's gross.
Wait,
Yash
we gotta get a
continues-
flying carpet.
Yash continues to explain that May was basically recruited to help Samhain with his fuckery. He says, like, but I promise, dudes, she had no idea that Samhain was, what
Evil?
you guys call him? I mean,
A dick?
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Thing that you don't have anymore.
Oh, don't be like that.
We'll work on it.
She
We'll
was in
workshop
charge.
it.
He had this whole grand idea painted of, like, helping the halflings and connecting them to their animal totems and stuff, but you totally didn't know that they were actually being turned into animals, right, May?
No.
Insight check.
Go for it.
It's 14.
May, are you lying?
No. May had no idea. Like, she was like, oh shit. Oh. And she just broke. Sorry.
But yeah, you stare, like, bloody dagger stare. You royal mom stare into this girl's eyes, Lannon. And you can tell she's just a fucking idiot. Like, she doesn't know.
I didn't
She
need an
doesn't know
insight check
anything.
for that.
Well,
Wow.
wow.
Rude.
But no, she was completely out of the loop. And
Whoa.
Josh says, "Yeah,
Okay,
it's
I'm
crazy."
back.
Welcome back.
No, you're back from that crazy revelation, right?
Man, that was weird.
And Yash continues to explain. See, she's got like this weird mind magic stuff. What do you call it?
Dream walking?
Yeah,
I
that
just
thing.
missed everything for like the past minute.
Don't worry, Yash is gonna fill you in.
Cool.
Sick.
But yeah, she's got like this thing where she can walk into our minds and stuff. I think that's actually how she got past our big raging cat cart thing. I just said our. That means I'm part of the team.
That's not how that works.
Oh no.
Buddy, actually, that's a good... We should definitely establish this. Do not leave this cart.
Why?
Unless you have one of these, raising his hand to show the back, unless you have one of these symbols on your hand, Florence will try to kill you.
And you don't want
Dude.
that, do you?
I mean, no, not really. But yeah, no. May was just in charge of, like, you know, making sure people were happy and, like, didn't get scared and hadn't. And you suddenly see, like, his expression drop a second, and he looks over at May and he says, "Wait a minute. May, did you mess with people's, like. Why were you here? You never told me that."
Lannon stands up and is like, yeah,
That is a
why
good question.
were you here?
Someone
Yeah.
sent me.
We ran out of eggs, so it's not that. Oh.
No, listen, May, I know Solomon sent you, but what were you supposed to do?
Well, he said that you guys were bad people and that I needed to keep you away from, his cave of stuff. So I came to,
Ooh.
erase your memories a little bit.
Oh, so that was his cave.
So you weren't an assassin.
She was an assassin of our memories.
I was never gonna hurt you. I was
What?
just,
Just our
And you
emotions.
kind of see,
Complaining
like,
about
Yash take a step back, and he's like, are you the reason I can't remember anything?
No,
No,
Yasha, I don't think so. That's
Not
something
her, different person.
Actually, let's quickly just. We are talking about the same thing, the whole swapping of bodies thing, right?
I don't think he understands it. That's why he can't remember anything.
Is
I'm trying
it?
to understand
I
this.
don't know.
I was about
I'm
to say,
trying to
no,
figure out if that's the
no.
reason.
You guys roll me some Arcana, because there are some interesting points being made here.
13.
Arcana, huh?
24.
That's a good Arcana.
Let me just check. That would be also a 24.
That's not bad.
Svein and Kennam are on the case.
Lannon's
Svein
in the
and Kennam.
corner.
Lannon's like, what? So Svein and Kennam,
What?
here's the thing. You remember back in the second chapter when your good buddy, best friend forever in the whole wild world, Chieftain, had sort of possessed and taken over the body of, the original Chieftain. And it wasn't like the goo monster, not the actual Chieftain. It wasn't like the goo part of him didn't remember anything. He just inhabited those memories. So when a seed gets transferred over to a new body, they are not supposed to lose memories. And Kennam, even with you, like, you've been getting bits and pieces of Zarya's memory, but you haven't lost your mind. That's not how this process works. Yash shouldn't have lost whatever Yash had. He transferred over with him.
Well, that's strange. So, Yash, you say you've been missing memories. You can't remember things?
No, I don't know why I was flying or what happened the night before. I don't know what happened with my crew. Is it May's fault?
I have
May?
no idea. Cat?
I mean, May, you've done so many of these people, you wouldn't know. You don't know who Yash was. Not by name, anyway. And you certainly can't tell by face.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
For all you know, this could have been one of the people's minds that you altered. But you don't know.
This is fourth or fifth face, so.
Now you really won't know.
Third, actually.
Third. Okay.
Yeah, we had to go through a few.
Yeah. But you see,
Took a few tries.
Yash uncharacteristically looks a bit somber at this. He says, I think I'm gonna, I don't know if I can be here. And you watch him, he walks past you, May, without even a second glance, and he walks out of the kitchen. You see him, like, take off down the, not take off, but he, like, kind of walks down the hallway without another word. And Jiam goes, is Yash gonna be okay?
That's a good question.
He'll be fine. He just needs to think about some things.
Yes, we're all learning things
Lean
today.
forward on his wings, with elbows on his backwards knees.
Aw. So Manuel goes, but this woman couldn't have been working with Sawin. I've never seen her before.
Well, maybe she's just very good at her job. Making
Does
people
someone
forget.
Does someone have any animal companions?
You know nobody has an animal companion right now.
Does Solomon?
Mysteries and snisteries.
Wait,
You don't know.
Would it be...
I asked
What-
Manuel that.
What's a roll for memory?
What's a roll for memory? Oh, you were asking.
Yeah.
Memory check, make me... What are you specifically trying to remember?
That day I smashed his face into the stage. I want to see if there was a cat with an amber pattern.
Oh, okay. We'll just do perception. And as you ask that, Kennam to Manuel, he kind of shakes his head and he's like, I've never seen anything like that.
17.
Any that you remember?
Jesus Christ.
Very salty. So that's a good question. May, were you kind of hiding out close to Sawin the day that the boys approached and smashed Sawa's head into her stage? Were you slinking around as a cat form, making sure no shenanigans happened?
And then accidentally let shenanigans happen.
And then accidentally like shenanigans happens. And this is totally up to you character-wise. I'm not looking for a correct answer. I'm curious if she would have characteristically or not.
Probably not.
So there you go. You don't remember anything of that sort. So
Would have been some sneaky shit.
that would have been some sneaky shit. But Jam looks and she's like, so where you behind, Key Cat Lady? Where you been? Why you doing all these terrible things?
I thought I
Answer
was
the
doing the
4-year-old.
right thing.
Oh.
Say it again.
I thought I was doing the right thing.
Did he keep you in like a box or something? Where'd you go? Where did you even come from?
Where did you come from, Cat Joe?
God damn it.
I don't really know anything about, my people or what I really am. And he said that he would tell me if I helped him.
And how long have you been helping him?
Again, character choice. Up to you.
Oh. I want to say not long.
She just says that and he's like,
Not a very long time.
And has he told you anything yet?
No.
About plans and schemes.
Hasn't told me nothing.
Uh,
I still
truly-
want to see the capital.
I would say, truly and sincerely, the extent of May's knowledge is that they came to this caravan to help these poor, unfortunate souls who are vastly disconnected from their animal totem. And what Sawin is actually doing to these people, May doesn't know. I will say that, May, you have seen people like Yash before, perhaps in a more tamer sense, and not super now angry at you for fucking with their head. But I will say, actually, boys, make me an insight check real quick.
4!
I don't know if God,
10.
guys,
Perception?
Great.
Insight.
insight.
Insight. I'm
Insight.
actually better. Well, no, I'm not
I'm
the same.
bad at insight.
16?
There you
So,
go.
as she's kind of explaining this to you, Kennam, you kind of hear her saying, like, no, like, we made people like, Yash, and they said that they were thankful, and it was great. You realize that she is talking about people like Yash. You're pretty sure she's never seen, like a halfling barf out a fucking armadillo and try and murder you. You put two and two together, you're like, oh my god, these are two different things.
Okay. Well, that's fun. I'll relay that quickly, just making sure. It sounds like we're gonna need to have a talk with Mr. Sawin.
You gonna beat him up?
Well,
Do more than that.
we'll see.
How much mimicrome you got there, Lannon?
Well, she stole most of it, so...
How much do I have, you might be asking?
As you mentioned that, you see that the Mimicrome is just kind of like, I don't want to say sleeping, but it certainly looks like it's just like sleeping in her hair and like glistening on her horns. It's just chilling right now. It is still very protective of this sweet white-haired angel.
What? I have
You
the
were
next best
talking-
thing, and he pulls out 2 bottles of Sheepifier.
Oh
Dude.
no.
He's still in his pajamas.
Where are you getting these things?
You don't need to know.
That's
Lannon,
what I've been working on.
Lannon, where do you keep all of this?
I have pockets.
Okay. Why do you?
Why do
Never
you want-
mind. Never mind.
In
Sleeping
case
with
someone
sheep.
more, in case someone more intimidating than her comes around.
I'm
But-
intimidating.
You're a cloud.
She just
Oh.
pulls her hair like.
The Mimicrum like pats her on the shoulder, like, there. I like that you're a cloud. Like, Lannon, I need you to understand, you have never seen the Mimicrum act like this before. It's like its own entity. It's like being friendly with her. You saw it last night too. It was like being a guard dog. Typically when you have it, it just follows commands, but this thing is acting like they're related or something. It's,
Mate,
I don't know how
what the
it's...
fuck?
Alright, well, let's suit up and go talk to Mr. Sawin.
Yes, I think that would be a good idea.
Wait, you can't just run up to him and start beating him into a pulp?
Well,
Well,
we need to do
he-
something. The longer
he-
we wait... Oh, go ahead.
He doesn't know that I know. I could sneak back in.
And you're not going to tell him, right?
Of course not. I can't believe he did all those horrible things. I feel so awful.
Well, he probably didn't want you to know, because then you might not help him.
I'm not gonna help him anymore.
You sound like a
learns
very
that-
determined toad.
May learns the first rule of traveling. People can be dicks.
You just can't trust the first person you see that tells you they're gonna show you the world. Unfortunately.
If you
No,
listen,
you cannot.
if you all just rush him like this, I don't know what he's going to do with my sister. That's why I was running away the first time. He grabbed her and I got scared.
Alright, then we go in with
Alright.
a plan.
Okay, well, then, yes, we need to know more about maybe his habits, where we can find him, where he will maybe be more unguarded.
Why do I now imagine all four of you in fucking trench coats and like sunglasses with little binoculars sitting in a BMW with Takeout Asian watching him all day on this cliffside?
Yes, that, except we'll be
Stake
sitting in a
out!
Florence instead of a BMW.
I mean, I have a cloak of invisibility. I could literally just follow him around all day. Or I can give it to you, and you can follow it around all day.
It's true.
Hey May,
Yes.
where does he sleep?
I know things like that, right?
You totally do know things like that. Where does he sleep, May?
Is this like I can make it up? Or...
Absolutely.
Just right on the toilet.
Is-
Fuck's the toilet.
He sleeps under the bed.
Under the
No.
bed.
That is completely up to you. You are the one who had the most experience with Sawin, so I'm gonna leave that up to you. Where does Sawin usually sleep?
So many options.
Maybe he does sleep under the bed. No one would ever expect it.
I honestly have no idea.
Quick, just make something up. 3, 2, 1, go.
I mean, I'm sure he has a tent.
Yeah, sure. That. He's got a
Everyone-
portable tent that he has with him all the time.
Everyone give a round of applause for Lexa for her first improv moment.
Oh my God.
Yay!
Stop, it's patronizing.
Well, let's see.
I'll actually add to that. May, you tell them that he has his own little portable tent. He does have a cart where you typically sleep and kind of hang out, but you're right. He does have a portable tent, and that's usually where he sleeps. He doesn't usually sleep in town. He makes great efforts to try and avoid sleeping with the other citizens.
With the others.
Ah, so then he sleeps very far away from everyone else, where no one can hear him.
Nowhere can
Screaming.
hear them. Spencer's just
So does
So if-
anybody oppose the idea of us just walking Florence over and slamming it down on the tent?
That
Well,
is an excellent idea.
But what about my sister?
Yes,
I don't know if he
we-
has
we-
people with him.
we need to get Riol, I mean, there's a chance there could be other people in there, and we don't want to just smoosh them.
Maybe I could
And you
go
s-
in to get your sister?
Ooh.
That is a good idea.
You
And
get his sister out, we crush him with a cot.
and if that plan doesn't quite work, I mean, we do have the nightmare fuel.
You sure do.
That we haven't tested yet.
So what is your plan? What is the idea, boys? And it can't just be you singing that song.
Alright. So,
What's the plan, Stans?
I guess we're sending May in to go do recon
Yes.
Sneaky
and try and get the
sneaks.
sister out.
Yep.
Okay.
Then,
And,
once we
I'll-
know more about the situation, then we can act.
I'll give her my Stone of Fire speech if things go south or if she needs backup. I don't think we have anything that can help us get to her quickly if things happen.
No.
Yeah, I don't have any
don't think
teleportation
so.
stuff.
Barring you, if you know where he's going to be within the hour, or if you're going to meet him somewhere in the hour, we can go there preemptively and rope trick our way in.
That's true. Okay. What do you want to do? Because I think this may have been forgotten a little bit. What do you want to do about that little buddy cart that's parked right outside of your cart?
Tell
I
them we'll be
mean-
back in a few.
Yeah, nothing right now.
Have we fixed it yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I will say this. Manuel says, well, you know, even if you rescue Ryul, I mean, I'm pretty sure the reason he wants me is just so I can heal her up so we can do this whole terrible cycle again.
Well, then you stay in the cart.
Yes, we don't want you getting lost. Manuel.
Additionally, you won't be able to get back in the cart without one of us there.
It's true.
Yes.
It's true. Why is that?
Holds
Well,
up
you know
the
how this is.
hand.
Yeah, you're aware of how big this place is?
Oh. Yes.
Well, to the average eye, it's only about the size of your basic gnome cart.
So it has sort of magical properties to it.
Yes.
Yeah, one of those
That's-
magical properties wants to eat you.
What?
Lannon goes and puts on his armor.
Yeah. I want to say this. May, as you watch Lannon kind of hold up his hand symbol, I want you to roll me... I
Please
guess
tell me.
knowledge.
Please tell me Sahwin has one of these. Please tell me we get in a big cart battle.
Card battle! Da-da-da-da!
Take out the driver, take out the cart.
Yeah.
What? Knowledge what?
Oh,
It's
we
just
just find it not
intelligence.
just have
It's
Yeah.
just intelligence check.
straight
Oh.
intelligence.
Let's see how stupid you are.
It's
She's
for knowledge.
Pretty
So-
dumb.
What would our giant cart battle look like to the normal viewer
Probably
if there were
really
two of
weird.
these?
15.
So, you
Bumper cars.
catch, shut up. You catch Lannon kind of flashing his hand, and, May, you recognize that symbol. You've seen Sawin, like, draw it a couple of times, like, maybe on papers. You've seen him try to recreate it with runes and magical symbols. With no luck, but you've definitely seen that symbol before.
Damn it.
Hey.
You don't know
hey.
that yet.
Hey.
Care.
What is that? What is that? she's squinting at you. She's like, excuse me.
I don't have to tell you shit. And he goes and puts his shit on.
I am asking you for a very specific reason. Someone's made that symbol before.
He stops in his tracks. Spins on his heels.
Think we may want to know this.
Squint.
Excuse?
When this turned into a fucking anime.
You don't gotta be such a butt about it. Just tell me what it is.
You tried to erase my memories!
You had her
Under
in
false
your,
pretenses.
you had her in your bed last night. Least you could do is give her some courtesy.
We're never gonna let that go.
Oh my god.
Just,
Ears is
just
gonna
tell
have a
her.
fucking
Just,
field day.
just tell her, Lannon.
This is from our friend who
Ooh, good
made
catch.
this cart. She's the
What
reason
is-
we're currently in here. She's the reason
What
we're allowed to live right now. Otherwise, we would be in this monster's stomach.
We're already
Whatever
in this monster's stomach.
the bad part.
I don't need that from you.
Don't
Kennam.
think about the biology.
I think we'd be more of just a splatter on the pavement.
Yeah, it's more accurate.
Shooting
Like
Lannon in
Yash.
a glare. I haven't forgotten.
Listen, man, I did forget, okay?
I know you forgot!
Did you just hold a grudge? But yes, Lannon explains to you that their friend made this symbol, and it's the whole reason that they can even, traverse around Florence without being just totally flubberducked.
Like, just an enchantment?
Kind of, yes.
Wait a minute. Does that mean that he could get in here then?
Well, no, I don't think
Well,
so.
he hasn't had much luck with it every time he's made it.
Is
but-
there a way to change the password on this thing?
No, man, it's
Like a settings or something!
Gotta go into the menus, switch the brightness.
Yeah.
Change
Do
the
not disturb.
brightness.
What about the outside people?
Oh, they're fine. They're not getting near the cart. I don't
No,
think.
no. What if we pick up,
Wow,
What's
great
your name?
sentences.
no, I don't know, what's your name again? And Manuel's like, I'm sorry, it's...
Y-
Do I actually have to talk to the doll? Does,
Y-
Don't
She's
be
a living
rude.
I mean,
being.
You
Yes.
can if you want. I suppose you don't have to.
so
I mean, would you talk to a regular person?
I'm sorry, it's... my name is Manuel. Oh, well, we could put Manuel in the other cart, and then they can all go home together.
That is fair.
You're right.
That
Not
said,
gonna lie, Lennon
keeping...
kind of wants to
keeping-
take Yash outside to go on a walk.
Do not take Yash outside.
Don't take Yash on a walk.
Why not? He just needs to clear his head a bit.
I mean, if you're actually gonna do it, I say go for it.
I
Take
feel
him
like
to,
it's
the
not.
roof to hang out. Because seriously, we are not going to be able to get him back in.
Yeah. Alright. Fair. Fine.
To the roof.
He takes Yash.
But yeah,
I mean, I can bring the bottle if need be, but I think you wanted it to be a you and him thing, so...
yeah. But yeah, so Jam is basically suggesting you let Nina Lee and Hubert just take her back to Smolderven. Take him back to Smolderven, I apologize.
Is that just our home base where we take everyone back?
Yep.
When our
All right,
inventory
to
gets
my
too
mother.
full and we can't hold anything, we just send it
Exactly.
back there.
Put it to the bowl.
I'll write to, everything's escaping me. My entire, everything is escaping me. Eloise, that was everybody.
Here's my child.
There's my child. It has been,
Aha.
what? It's been a good long time since I've had to remember this. Apologies, everybody.
How dare you forget your adopted Obama child?
So I'll send writing there and he'll be taken care of, I guess.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea, and maybe someday we'll figure out what to explain to Nina Lee out there. I don't know.
So, wait, then... I'm not going back with my sister, then.
Well, we feel it would probably be the safest to have them take you out of here now. And once we get your sister free, we will send her to meet you.
What if she needs me, though? I'm the only one who can heal her. What if she starts bleeding out and then...
Don't worry, I have some healing.
I also have some healing.
Oh.
Holy shit, May just became 20 times more useful.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Congratulations,
boat's
you're
kind
now
of gone.
useful.
We do get hurt a lot.
So, Manuel will look you dead in the eyes, Svein. He's like, do you promise then that nothing bad's going to happen to my sister? That I'm going to see her again?
Of course I promise. We're going to get
Can't
your
make the
sister.
same. Can't make the same promise for Sovereign though.
No,
Ooh.
we'll make a different promise about him.
Can you roll me for, what is it called? Persuasion with advantage?
Yes. Let's see, that's a 19 and an 11, so I'll go with the 19.
Manuel looks at you, Svein. First adult ever to really show him true compassion. And he just kind of not pulls, you're too big. He embraces you
Embrace.
in a tearful hug.
Aww.
And
he
Svane's
says-
gonna hug him back.
Aww.
And he whispers, "Thank you so much."
You're welcome.
Aww.
And we'll see you again soon.
Okay. I believe you.
And don't worry about that Master Sawen anymore.
Yeah, we're gonna kick his booty.
Once we're done, no one will remember him.
Wait, you can erase memories, right, May?
I
Anyway,
can't.
We can make that promise literal.